All right, thanks for joining me again. Today I'm sharing with you my thoughts about the Sawyer Mini Squeeze water filter. Let's see, I've had this and I've used it for quite a long time, a few years now. There are something to know is that there's two different kinds of water treatment systems. Pretty much all water treatment systems will remove protozoa and bacteria, and only a handful of them will also get your viruses. Now, when you're traveling in the mountains in the U.S. And many other places, all you need to be able to filter out most of the time is protozoa and bacteria. Viruses are typically only found in contaminated water that you're going to find in either disaster situations or when you're traveling in some or many developing countries. So, for most purposes, for backpacking in North America and much of the world, something like this that's just going to get the bacteria and protozoa is going to be sufficient. So, few things about this product. It retails for about $25, which is an awesome price. It's tiny, it's ultralight, and it's very easy to use. So basically, you just take this bag that it comes with, and you run it into the water, and you fill it up with the water, and then you screw it onto the top or the back end of this filter. Once it's full of water, then you squeeze this bag into whatever vessel you're trying to filter into. There's a number of different ways that this system allows you, suggests that you filter your water. And some of those ways are you can drink it straight away like that. You could squeeze it into a bottle and drink it out of the bottle, which is my preferred way. It also comes with this straw kind of thing, so that you can because they wanted to jump on the bandwagon of the whole life straw craze where you sip it out of the stream or whatever. That's really, in my opinion, an really impractical way of doing it, because sometimes the water is way down below and you need to be upside down and got your friend hold your feet so you can reach down there. Although there is another way of using a system like this with a straw, is you can just fill like an Nalgene bottle or some kind of water bottle and just pop it in there and sip like that. Another cool thing about this product is that the threads that are on this, it'll screw into most cheapo plastic disposable bottles. The threads are compatible with most of those bottles, which is great, because that brings me to one of the issues one of the caveats of this product, and that's going to be these bags. What I found is that these bags have a tendency to spring a leak right over here in these little corners right there. See, it's got those little triangular bits right in those two little corners. What happens is, and I'm speaking from personal experience, if you fill it with water, and let's say you're impatient, because this thing has a slow flow rate, first of all, which is another one of the downsides of it. It takes a long time to squeeze the water through this into your bottle. So it inspires one often to become impatient, and you try to squeeze this thing harder so that it filters faster. But that actually doesn't work. What it ends up doing is it ends up springing the leaks from those two corners. So what I always suggest to people is, if you are gonna go with this product, which I think it's a great product, for the most part, just be sure to either bring a spare bag, a spare one of these bags, or better yet, bring a cheap plastic water bottle that has the compatible threads, so that if this thing does fail on you, then at least you have a way of filtering your water. Oh, I also meant to mention, the problem with this thing springing a leak isn't just the annoyance, it's that, let's say it springs a leak right there and there. As you squeeze the bag, the contaminated water that isn't yet filtered runs down the side of this thing and then runs right into your bottle, and that's obviously going to be problematic. Another caveat about this product, or any of the squeeze type of water filtration systems, is that if you're in a really cold environment, if the water is really cold and it's winter somewhere, if you're squeezing this bag barehanded, your hand is going to get super frozen. So what I recommend doing in those kinds of conditions is I highly recommend wearing an insulated waterproof glove if you're going to be squeezing this system. Another thing to note is that a system like this you can't let it freeze. If it freezes, it's not going to work, and it's also going to damage the interior fibers of this. So something to keep in mind. I think I pretty much covered all my bases with this. I do like it, and like I said, I've used it for a number of years. Yeah, if you got... Oh, one other thing. There is another way of using this bag. So let me show you something here, if it's visible. In these two corners right there, you see these little kind of oval and circular points right there. It's on there and on that side. So those bits, what you can do is you can actually take a knife or something and punch a hole right through there. It's not going to puncture the main part of the bag because it's in the corners of the bag. And you can actually tie a string through there and set it up against a tree or a rock or something and tie it up. And you can use it as a gravity filter, and it'll filter into your bottle while you're doing other things, setting up camp or whatever it is you got to do. Like I said, it is a little bit time consuming to use this product, so it's nice to have that option. One other thing to know about this. So as with most filters, with use, it gets a little bit clogged. The way to resolve the clogging and to fix the the flow rate issue is it comes also with this little syringe thing. So the way you use this to back flush it is you put that in whatever body of water that you're filtering from, and you fill it up with some water, and over here it indicates which way the flow goes. So you attach the bag normally to this end, okay? So if you want to back flush it, you want to put this into that end. It fits just like so, and then you want to shoot the water through backwards to blast out the sediments that are clogging this thing up. And you might have to do that a few times to clear it. But that should restore it to an okay flow rate. Again, it's still going to take quite a long time to filter your water through this thing, but it works and it's ultra lightweight. I forgot to check up on the specs of the weight on it, but I'm sure it's easy for you to find online as well. So anyway, with all that said, like I said, I do like the product in the end, and I used it for a long time. And yeah, if you got any questions about it or any comments, feel free to leave them below. And thanks for watching.